All over New Zealand, people are celebrating Halloween, and we're trying to convince our kids that technically it's not the right season for Halloween here in New Zealand. Instead, we should be celebrating Beltane, which is life and growth and all that kind of thing. We're doing a lot of things like flower crowns and making candles with wax from our bees and having campfires, and most importantly, we've spent the last few days getting our garden in. So we've got hundreds of seedlings in now, and that means that we'll actually have pumpkins to carve when it is New Zealand's autumn and our rightful Halloween. I don't know if they're that convinced about it though. Before I crack on to answering questions about what we eat, I do want to big up all the vegans out there, because I really believe that you're following your heart, and in no way do I want to undermine what you're doing, but I do just want to let you know that we've put heaps of ethical and moral thought into our diet before I get started. So here we go.
What do we eat? Lots of you want to know what we eat. So we love food, we love eating. That's the main thing we want our children to inherit from us, is this sense that all food is good and just eat what you feel like eating. We eat our own cows. I was a vegetarian for 22 years, and then when I moved onto our own land where we were growing our own animals, I felt that ethically it was as good to eat small amounts of meat that we had grown ourselves, that we could be assured were organic and happy. It was really not an easy decision to make, and I agonized over it for about a year. And even now, sometimes when I'm eating meat, I feel really sad, and I feel like maybe I'm just always going to be a vegetarian in my heart. Veganism is never going to be a thing. I don't agree with all the anti-dairy stuff. I agree with the anti-dairy industry. It's bad and evil, but I think that raw milk, which is what we try and get, is actually really quite healthy and quite sustainable. And like anything, unless you're just eating flippin' stacks of it, I think it's actually quite good for you and can be okay for the environment. Sorry, vegans. I really feel like I've let you down. But I don't eat meat outside that we haven't grown ourselves. So if I'm out and about, I might eat organic free-range chicken at a push, but mostly I try and only eat the cow that we kill each year. So I do have standards. There's no KFC happening here. Jessica's wondering about breakfast, lunch and dinner. The girls will eat porridge or cereal for breakfast, and Tim. And I eat eggs and sauerkraut. I love eggs and sauerkraut. And I'll usually have that for lunch as well. And Tim and the girls will have sandwiches, or we eat a lot of sushi every week as well. And tea, we eat so many different random things. We eat a lot of curry and stir fry. In winter, we eat a lot of stew and soup that we cook all day long in the fire. Beyond breakfast cereals and bread, we don't really eat that much processed food. So we'd never really go out and get a frozen dinner or something like that. But we've just kind of always eaten that way, I suppose. And now that we're off-grid, it just works even better. Please do comment, thumbs up, and of course subscribe. Keep radical.